What's going on, y'all? We got a lot to talk about here. I was just, you know, clowning out somebody. We're not ready for the AGN. They're over there hating on AGN with this fake malware. So it ain't working no more, y'all. But look, we got Kepler here. There's a lot to talk about in this video. We got Kepler here saying that the Xbox Series only sold 1 million consoles in 2025. And then I saw this other post where it was like it may have did 1.5. I mean, both are not good. So yeah, basically what we have here is PlayStation and Nintendo carrying 2025 with the next playground coming in and adding a little bit of a adding some salt into the mix and a little bit of a bonus in the holidays. No, but all jokes aside, and not really though, did I want Xbox to sell a million in 2025? I want any gaming aspect in the gaming world to do well. This is not an Xbox issue. This is a Microsoft leadership issue. And it's very disappointing because we're going to get to this other post too that's going to say a lot. There's some salt up in here. I can tell this guy likes PlayStation a lot. I've only seen like 2 posts from him. But them only selling 1 million in 2025 is god awful because it's like you still got years left in your cycle. You're supposed to be in prime time, prime time, prime time. Supposed to be in the shine, but you're now the PlayStation T-shirt on. You know what I mean? And they're just giving up, man. No raps, no none of that. It's just it's not good, man. That's not what I wanted. So I'm not here to beat down Xbox. I'm here to say that I'm disappointed and this is a shame. And I've always wanted them to get competitive with PlayStation and make the game interesting. It was always fun when that was going. You know what I mean? Guys, I've never seen salt farming also die down so much. You've noticed that too since all this stuff happened. The salt farming has died down significantly. I've never seen it be so low lately, and everybody adjusted that. Knew you had to adjust. Alex did a good job with his page. He's adjusted big time. I'm not no hater over here. Congratulations to him and his success, along with other people adjusting as well. Whoever else adjusted, congratulations to you as well. But seeing this only 1 million is like, damn, man. That's where you can say Xbox is dead in that sense. And I'm not the one that farms that, you know what I mean? That was a time where I was on it, but it's because the trend that they were setting. But you don't see me doing that, you know what I mean? It's like, no. This guy says the sales from the first 2 years saved it from being a Wii U 2.0. At this point, I doubt they'll ever reach 40 million. They've been stuck at just over 30 for almost 3 years. It kind of seems like that, yeah. This guy says, why would I go and buy an Xbox if, according to them, the Galaxy J7 from 10 years ago is an Xbox? So I have that's some funny stuff about that where you got to say, I think it's funny, guys. Because, at that point, Microsoft doesn't realize the damage that they do to their brand when they do that too. Because when you're saying that everything's an Xbox, then it's like saying, oh, it's okay, everything's fine. This is all an Xbox anyway. It's like, you hurt your identity when you do that because people are not focusing on what really is an Xbox. You're confusing the market. It's not good to confuse the market. That's what happened with the Wii U. It's not because it wasn't good. It's because Nintendo confused the market. They just thought it was like some expansion or maybe like a 3DS XL or something like that. Like when it comes to stuff like that, that's important for the marketing. Definitely when you see a soccer mom walking in there, and she's like, oh, that's the cheaper thing. And that just still is a Wii, but it has a U next to it. It's just, they're not going to look at things like that. They're going to just go get the cheap thing for their son and get the usual casual game and all that. And if you understand the market, you have to know how to market things correctly. It's very important. Okay. A situation that doesn't worry anyone, much less Microsoft. Yeah, I mean, Microsoft can do that and they're fine. You know what I mean? But is that cool though? No, because you had an American identity to uphold. So no, get out of here. Okay, so here's the guy. This is where the drama gets interesting. He says, Tomcat, Xbox is dead. Let me see. Yeah, he's a PlayStation guy. Yeah, the PlayStation team's starts officially died in 2025. You guys are probably going to get on him. Bots refuse to buy games and consoles. This went live 7 hours ago. That's why Uncle Phil is porting everything to PlayStation. Well, here's the thing. If we want to say this even in a more nicer manner, this guy's coming out with some war here. He's console warring. In order for them to be very relevant in the gaming industry, they have to be a strong publisher. So you have to go where the ecosystem is not dying. That's very healthy. That's PlayStation. That's Nintendo. with Nintendo Switch 2, and that's Steam. Now we know Nintendo Switch 2 is on fire, and we just saw Call of Duty is on its way to Nintendo Switch 2. We knew they had that 10-year contract, so it's going to happen. So from a publishing standpoint, Microsoft is going to have to do what you see everybody's been doing for the longest. EA, Capcom, Square Enix, Konami, you know what I mean? Rockstar, they're just going to be joining into that wagon. Where it's like now I want to see Microsoft being up there, publishing, doing that. And they have to do that. So of course they need PlayStation. Mm-hmm. The guy put on that T-shirt. He's like, hey man, that was a look, man. I'm always gonna tell you that was the wrong time to do it, man. You should have did that after. Like, should have ended the thing with the Xbox brand and show love and said all this support because Halo was Xbox that whole time. And then when it was over, you should have made something. Look, guys, we loved that final Halo event. We ended it as an Xbox team. Guys, think about it. Now we're going to be telling you what we're moving forth on. And today I'm putting on this Cuck shirt. And I'm letting you know that we're all about Team PlayStation because we know Halo is going to be able to survive because of PlayStation. And you better put on a Switch 2 PlayStation logo shirt in the future too with Xbox there. It's going to all be a Unity thing and put Steam there as well. You might as well. You see what I'm saying though? Because it's like, I don't even think Halo is just going to PlayStation. It's also going to Switch. And there's a strong base on there too. Not Switch 1, but Switch 2. So yeah, man, that right there was I still to this day, man. We made a meme out of that though. I still love those thumbnails. I remember Porter Rock laughing at that. Xbox Series X and X combined all year 1.8 million. So this guy says combined all year 1.8 million. PlayStation 5 console sales in 1 month, November alone, 3.7 million. Xbox is losing the console race by miles. It's part of Microsoft's big gaming pivot. That was that interview I did with CNBC, though I made my headline a little bit different. But this guy says 1.8 million for the entire year. Man, that's pretty low, even by Microsoft standards. Well, according to Ecstasis, it's actually close to 1 million. But I don't know the official number because you want to know why. But we do know it's in that ballpark because Microsoft doesn't want to give you anything. They want to play hide and seek with you on that. Which the reason why, because look at this. That's why I say anytime somebody's hiding and they don't come out and they're in the back, what you think that means? And I was trying to say this before, where it's like I'm not here to beat down anything, but it's like this goes for anybody. We're like, you're hiding, and it's cowardly. It means you're embarrassed because you don't want people to see the truth. The winner's not hiding. You know what I mean? We're out in the open and bring it on. Out on the camera, all that. And, like showing everything. What's there to hide? No, I feel like if I cared about a community, even if I was losing, a man knows how to take a loss. And he still shares that because he's still honest and transparent, whether he's winning or losing. Because that's being complete about no matter what happens, I'm open and transparent about the results. And I'm taking it like a man, and people will respect me for that. Be like, hey man, he took it like a man, he's honest with us. They're not hiding anything. And we stuck with you through this whole time through Xbox. I was there since day one with The Rock and Bill Gates on stage with that big Duke controller. And if your community supported you that long, you can't give them the truth. Like, it's going to hurt Microsoft. You're already embarrassed enough. Why do you hide these things from your community? Go ahead and share it with them, because then they're going to respect you and say, at least we got the real results. At least we know that when you looked at me, you said, I'm going to share the truth with you. But to sit there and not give somebody the truth and hide it from them, that's disrespectful, and that's not really transparent, and that's not working as a community. That's like, because it's not benefiting my ego, I'm not going to be honest and transparent with you, even though you supported me through this whole time and I dumped on you in the end. And that's what Microsoft did. And they went to AI fully. Like, not to say that Xbox was the leader of Microsoft. No way. No, I mean, that's a small aspect, but it's about who you are there, the way that you act with your base. And we see the way they're going out. Yeah. So we get our answers here. I mean, honestly, it's just not good. And this came from over here, by the way, so we can go on this thread. This guy says Microsoft Xbox Series is at 1.7 million, right? So far this year. And they were going off of VG, but somebody said, no. Outside of VG, because I think they're giving them more sales than they should, they're saying it's closer to 1 million. And then we have a flash sale here with $50 off. It's like little too late. You should have been doing that. And the holiday should have been $100 off. Should have been $549. But if you guys didn't know this, there is a flash sale right now for the series consoles. This will probably be the cheapest you'll see it. It's at $600 right now. So you can go click on this and get this at Best Buy. And you can get it on a 12-month plan, I'm pretty sure, too. If you guys were still wondering, hey, I'm not a hater. I'm just saying that's there. I don't know if you guys knew about that. This guy says people still take VG charts here. So here's the thing with VG charts, though. They get the official numbers from Matt Piscatella, and then they get the numbers from Me Too and Christopher Dring, and then they add in whatever they don't have outside of that. The adding in is where people's like, I don't know if I can fully trust this, but MBD is not a lie. For Me Too from Japan is not a lie, and Christopher Dring is not gonna lie. They have numbers, so they take that and then they add in sell-throughs. They don't add in shipped. So that's the difference. So yeah, they may be a bit off. So you don't take them fully face value. But if you know that they're getting the official numbers from Matt Piscatella and those three I just told you about, then it's like, what's not reliable is there. So this guy says they have removed most listings at most retailers, and people are trying to attack me over there. What I tell you, they removed their stock. They're out the game, and they were trying to push this. I'm just saying, I'm gonna call you guys out. You know who I'm talking about. What was his name? That guy that was trying to call me out in that one video. Man, I don't even remember, but you know who I'm talking about. And then trying to defend the Raw Galaxy. Like, where's that at now? The only one that was cool about it in that drama was Doc Dark, and I like Doc Dark. You know what I mean? I get along with him. He's a cool guy, and he's a brother that wears it. He knows what I'm talking about. But everybody else is like, you made yourself look like a fool. You really did. I'm not asking for no apology though, because you know what I mean? It's all good. Let's just keep it moving. But I was trying to tell everybody, like, you know, these sales are not going good. Dreamcast guy was right, though. We know he probably bars that Xbox is dead stuff a lot. It's kind of funny. But them only selling 1 million, I mean, yeah, guys, this is embarrassing. So PlayStation and Nintendo are carrying the console industry right now. And console gaming is still healthy, but it definitely lost a bit with Xbox falling off big time. Because if they would have had some sales in the holidays, like, you know, $549 for the Series X with 3 months of Game Pass. And then the Series S should have been like $349 with 3 months of Game Pass. If you would have at least got that going, that would have helped you big time. But they didn't want to do that because they want that whatever profit margin is, which we don't know now. Because I don't know if you guys remember recently. Apparently, that 30% profit margin is not true. So whatever demand they have, it's obviously that there's something there that needs to hit that demand, so they don't have any deals going on. Plus, they said they weren't able to read the market, which I think is weird when you are AI data feed centers. You're pushing AI. What do you mean you didn't see the future of stacking up RAM chips? This is another thing that I don't understand about the leadership there, or they're just BSing people again. Dude, you're one of the world leaders for AI data centers. You have to stack up because you should be getting AI advantage. You're one of the richest. So what do you mean you didn't have enough chips available? You mean you want to put them towards AI, and then you're moving out of China because you realized the mistake you made there. When Nintendo was ahead of you in 2018, Sony had a base in the US that they did a while ago. So why are we playing this game now, Microsoft? And then we move to Vietnam now. Like the company, like when you just really think about it, it's like, what are we doing here? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So that's things that I want to ask. You ain't gonna see me say nothing about Phil Spencer because it's not him. He did what he was supposed to do. Like I said, I like Phil Spencer. But this goes much farther beyond that to the suits and the ties and the agents of the Matrix and the hand behind Satya Nadella as well. So, yeah, this is embarrassing, guys. Let me know what you think about this. Do you think it's 1.7 or do you think it's closer to 1 million? Do you going to criticize them in the comments or do you not care at this point? I mean, obviously, it's pretty obvious where we're at this point with Microsoft. And we see these comments down here. People are just pretty much saying, why does it matter when clearly they aren't trying to sell them? Xbox is dead. Okay, sure. I guess making a post about random Kepler post seems weird, but I guess I appreciate their input. Well, people want an answer because Microsoft's not giving them an answer. Anybody wants something better than nothing. So it's like, here's a close guesstimate. Like, you know, Elena was doing. BG does, because somebody has to do it. You don't want to be sitting there with ghost data. There's nothing there. So, it's very believable because last year it was saying they sold like, under 4 million, 3 point something or whatever. Or maybe less than that. Then this year it's looking much worse. So who knows how it's going to be next year with prices getting even more insane. Yeah, guys, I don't know what to say. Third-party publishing is the way for Microsoft. There's nothing else. They pretty much have to be that now. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, and subscribe. I don't know what to think about the Magnus. Later, y'all.